This is the GV Podcast, a variety review podcast featuring two of the three idiots giving their thoughts on cartoons and anime. This is an opinion-based podcast, and there's no way we're saying our thoughts and opinions are objective. Keep this in mind and enjoy the show.
On a Tuesday afternoon?
It's not Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
Hello everybody, my name is Mayhem!
I'm Duke.
And today we're doing something a little bit different, where we don't have Jinzu, and we have camera. But so for Spotify people, you don't have to worry. Everything's going to be exactly the same. We're just having something a little bit extra for the YouTube people.
I'm gonna turn down us.
Okay. Yeah, that's a thing you can do too, is just turn down our mics, because we got a new mixer, so we're still experimenting just a little bit. And
One other solution. Mayhem?
Yeah?
Push your mic a bit.
But it's going to be on the screen. Also, that means I gotta...
Mine is on the screen.
Fine. All right. There we go. All right. And the reason why we wanted to do a little bit of a visual thing, we're not actually like full on camera for Spotify listeners. We're just playing a little bit of Card Wars. Fionna and Cake edition. Because... Oh, it's focus. Come on. Focus. Focus, camera.
Today is technically a sequel to a finale we made.
Yeah, because today we are talking about the HBO limited series Fionna and Cake. I almost said Cake and Fiona.
Good luck with that. I just see you peeking every second.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can work some magic with it.
It's so funny to see, though.
You know how it always goes, where either we start with the peaking constantly and then eventually getting back down to normal. But yeah, so we got Card Wars, Fionna and Cake edition. A game that Duke has been wanting to play forever.
Yeah, no, I wanted to play it, honestly, for the finale, or after we did the finale, but we never got around to do it.
Yeah.
And then Fionna and Cake was announced.
And it lined up too perfectly. So we got the rulebook here. Duke is a lot more inclined to how things work in the game and all that kind of stuff, but I at least read a little bit about it. Though I did scream at the top of my lungs, "What is a floop?" I'll put that there.
I did hear that.
So we have to choose between two decks. We have to choose between Fionna, who is at her... Oh. Come on. Who is at her...
Are you saying we can't be Poketubers?
No, it's there. Boom. Perfect. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Where
this is a holographic Fionna.
This is a limited edition Fionna that before she got HBOified and the series made her very thick. She's also got the skirt. But yeah, so we got Fionna, and then we got adorable Cake, who's literally built like a potato. There we go.
Yeah, no, you like when she's not. I know that from the show, from watching the show with you. You like when Cake is not potato.
But very much. All right, so we have two...
You like when she's hourglass.
Yes. We have two decks, one for Cake, one for Fionna. And Duke, I just want you to know that you can choose any of the ones that you want. You can choose any of the ones that you want. Also, you're
Match
Fionna.
my pants.
You wear the same type of pants. But yeah, we watched the Fionna and Cake limited series on HBO, and
I just don't have stockings.
don't get stockings.
I might get stockings.
Do not get stockings. And so we...
I suddenly get built just to play gender bent Fionna.
But just for that, and then afterwards you're right back to normal.
No, it's gender bent Fionna. Phineas.
Oh. Oh.
It's not even Finn.
It's not a Finn, yeah. And I gotta say, the Fionna and Cake series, really good.
Surprisingly good.
I'll
say that. It's surprisingly good.
I had one small thing with the overarching thing I was watching it, but the series itself, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I full on enjoyed it. Also, when I was opening this up earlier, I saw this, and I was like, English? EN for English? Oh no, CW for Card Wars.
Yes.
We're looking at this in portrait mode, not in landscape.
Yeah.
So,
pass me the top four.
Cornfield fell off.
Or actually, those top four are yours.
Those are I'm the corn?
You're corn.
And you're the lavender?
Yeah.
Because we have the fields, and these allow us to play things on it. And we
won't be explaining all the rules for you guys because the primary thing here is we want to talk about Fionna and Cake as a show.
Yeah. Let me get this thing focused.
This will be for the people that just want some kind of entertainment in the background while we're, talking nonsense.
Talking to our usual nonsense, yeah. And Fionna and Cake, it was 10 episodes, 10 or 12 episodes.
There's 10 total episodes.
10 total episodes. And with that's the thing with, like, Adventure Time now. It's like, it's a series that ended a while ago. The series has some returning features and all that kind of stuff. And this one absolutely brings in this other aspect of what we were used to with Adventure Time, where the series is made on a streaming service. It's not directly made for kids, but obviously the showrunners are still having kids in mind, that kind of stuff. And when they made this series, I was still kind of worried because I was like, Adventure Time, I don't know, because it's like, it was a long time ago, but there are some things that they allude to and, like, show off that happened, that got set up in, like, the first couple seasons of the original.
There's a lot of good callbacks. I'll say that. There's
really
a lot of good
callbacks. That's the word I was looking for. Callbacks that basically just...
Well, you didn't know the word because you're stupid.
Well, yeah, I mean, you don't have to tell them. You dropped your stuff.
I dropped it on my Fionna pants.
Don't start calling them that.
What do you call them? I call them George.
Pants that you need to get out of.
Okay.
No, we're not playing strip poker.
Why not?
Do it on the table. 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 Try and keep your hands over the table. But
I'm not good at that.
Yeah, you're trying at least. I am not. I'm just doing the old fashioned. I am not good at shuffling cards.
No. I used to have one of those machines for shuffling cards.
the Uno shuffle.
Oh yeah. Well, no, I also had it for poker.
Just straight up poker.
Yeah.
All right, and then you draw 5 cards.
Make sure to get it nice and shuffled, because you don't want to draw a hand of 5 spells and 6 landscapes, and then at the end of the deck is characters.
Is then characters. I think I shuffled properly. Why don't you show the camera your cards, Duke? I'll make sure that they gets properly seen.
There you go. Can't see shit.
Can't see anything.
Well, it's very bizarre. It's this weird feeling of we just watched a finale to a finale to a finale.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because Adventure Time ended. Then they had the what was that series called again?
Distant Lands.
Distant Lands. We had Distant Lands, and now we also have Fionna and Cake. Which, like, we find out that that Fionna and Cake is actually set, like, after everything that happened in Distant Lands. Except for the last episode of Distant Lands.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, it's because Distant Lands has, like, some themes and some premises that, because Distant Lands...
I still prefer Distant Lands as a good finale.
Yeah, that's what I was going to talk about, where Fionna and Cake's finale was, like, it didn't feel as final, like, this felt like a new start to the series.
Especially because I heard they are announcing there could be a season 2.
Yeah, exactly, yeah, that they wouldn't want to do anything concrete, but when they made Distant Lands, they wanted to make sure that they made Together Again.
Yep.
And Together Again, that is the most, like, final thing that you could probably do with Adventure Time. That, like, I don't think anything after that sort of setup with Finn and Jake, and, like, I know that those two, the one with the rainbow dog with the belly button,
yeah,
and the little rat guy, I know that that's technically their reincarnated selves of Finn and Jake, but I'm still just like, that storyline felt like it was they're off on this now.
They've written stuff for the future stuff.
Yeah.
But they don't show it, is the thing.
Yeah, like,
they
showing
actually have a full plan for what that story is. They have everything written down. It's just they haven't shared it.
Yeah. And I do feel like that if they were to work on it a bit more, it's just that staying in the time with Finn and Jake, it feels like we're in a stagnation. Like not
Yeah.
not so much like a bad thing saying stagnation, but it feels like we're still like holding off. We're staying with the childhood loved characters of Finn and Jake, BMO, Ice King, Simon, Marceline, Princess Bubblegum. Like we're staying with them, but they also have plans for way in the future and all that kind of stuff where maybe just BMO's there. But it is interesting because especially in the beginning, that is like I think the beginning episode where they're in the regular world, Fionna and Cake, like they're just hanging out, they're just doing their things before they actually get to Ooh and all of the magic and all that kind of stuff and the plot kicks off. I think that's going to be the biggest hurdle for people when watching.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you going first?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
But yes, because I need to see you do something in order for me to know how to do something.
Okay. I'm basically playing this like Yu-Gi-Oh right now, dude.
Okay, that as long as you're doing something, I'm okay with it. I'm gonna be playing it like Cake, and I might
Lonely
swipe.
Panda.
Just so you know, I might swipe everything off the board when we're done.
Yeah. Lonely Panda. When Lonely Panda enters the field, get to draw a card.
What the fuck? Oh, I should.
Oh wait, yeah. Well, aren't they able to draw at the beginning as well?
Yeah, the beginning of your turn, you can draw. Like whenever you don't do something, you just draw a card.
Yeah. So
I just realized that
Start
while we
with
were
another card.
talking, I didn't read any of my cards.
well, have fun with that.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's your turn to talk, dude.
Yeah. Honestly, when it comes down to it, it's just the show. It felt very weird. Of after everything coming to a nice conclusion, it just then expanded and was like, "Oh, hey, here's some loose ends," and it was like, "Wait, what?"
Here's some loose ends that you were not expecting, and wow, here you go.
Yeah.
And now here's something that you saw as a joke this one time, and now it's probably one of the most important things to have ever have happened.
Yeah. It's just it once again. I felt mixed throughout it. I was satisfied enough to watch it and just kind of have fun with being back in this world, but it also felt weird. Of you're back in this world, but
It's the same issue that we have with Endgame, with Marvel right now.
yeah,
Watching anything after Endgame and after No Way Home and all that kind of stuff, it's obviously more. Marvel has been kind of recently, but Adventure Time, at least like you feel with Fiona and Cake, you're able to stay a bit more because there are some things that you didn't know, and they're also setting up this story that could be a season 2 and all that kind of stuff. It's just a lot of extra things that kind of come out of this, that, and you do feel mixed. You're apprehensive to actually start. What was that motion?
play.
Oh, we should have a dice that we just throw at each other. I'm gonna play this one because I don't like pandas.
What does it say?
The opposing creature in this lane has -2 defense. So now you have 6.
Don't worry, he's a thick boy.
He's a thick panda. And
You know,
I realized that picking the corn guys is perfect for me because what's this guy? Oh, a corn Templar.
Yes. Do you know, apparently, when it comes to, by the way, once again, 2 action points.
Yeah.
To put them down requires 1 action point.
Yeah.
Just letting you know that.
Yeah.
So you put down 2.
Yeah.
Just making sure you know.
Yeah. I will not floop.
Yeah, okay. So that means we're going into attack. Yeah, once you go into attack, then you just have to attack straight on. I'll just basically pick one to fight.
Oh, so wait, could I have put him on the same one?
I'm starting to wonder that. It doesn't say.
Because I just read something that's an ability from Cake's special ability.
Oh, buildings go off.
Oh, okay. So,
That's what it is.
okay.
You can see on the display on that page right there. I ain't even gonna worry because it's.
Wow, I'm doing the same thing that the whatchamacallit's doing.
Wow, this really is just like
No, this
Yu-Gi-Oh.
is more like Pokemon. The Pokemon card game.
No, this is like the Yu-Gi-Oh card game in a way, because it was the kind of thing of they made a show and then they made a card game and people said, "Hey, can we have the card game?" And they said, "Oh God, they want the card game." That's exactly what happened to Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah,
The creator, God rest his soul, yeah, he did not plan to make a card game. He planned to make a game
show.
about gambling.
yeah, that was the original vision. All right, so I did 2, so I'm good. It's yours now.
But yeah, no. So, non-spoiler thoughts, honestly, is just that of it felt weird, but it also kind of felt cool to see. Once again, it's one of those shows that grew up with its fans.
Yeah.
That was honestly really cool to see.
It was also interesting because the show being technically an adult series, it's not like a lot of the raunchy. There's nothing raunchy in it at all. The closest thing is the very obvious love relationship with the Prince Bubblegum and Marshall Lee.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's it. That's the closest thing you get, and it's the obvious, like, of course they're gonna still do their storyline that still happens. And it honestly, like, there was a thing that they revealed. I'm gonna kind of go into a bit more of the what happens in the show right now.
Yeah.
Where the whole thing with Prismo, like, every time someone made a wish, they just disappeared. Like, when the Lich made his wish, disappeared. When Finn made his wish, now he's in Farm World, and it's like, what exactly is Prismo doing? Turns out, the whole thing that Prismo's doing is when someone makes a wish, they get put in their own universe where the wish that they made comes true.
Prismo creates universes.
He creates universes. He's not just like, all right, that's
Flapjack already existed.
Yeah, this universe already made.
Yeah, no, I did like the little detail that of all the universes, the one that like already existed prior to Prismo creating universes was
Flapjack.
Flapjack, because that's
wasn't it technically made before? It was made before Adventure Time, right?
Have you not seen the map of like shows?
I think so. Yes, I have, but it's been a while.
Basically, the way it works is that when it came to Flapjack, there were so many creators that came off of that.
Oh, that was the starter.
Coming off of that.
That was the starter one, Flapjack?
There's plenty other starters, but that was the big one that everybody knows the most.
Oh, okay.
Of like, Flapjack was like essentially like, the best way to put it is kind of like Iron Man, how it went off from there.
And then it kept going, yeah.
Because
I gotcha.
when you go to Flapjack, then you get Adventure Time, then you get shows like that, and then it goes from there of say regular show stuff like that, and obviously when you get to Adventure Time, that splits off in itself to shows like, for example,
Bravest
Steven Universe
and Bravest Warriors on the internet.
Gravity Falls has connections to it. Like all these different shows, they have massive connection to Flapjack.
Yeah, and that's the funny thing too, is that now that makes me makes me think that the whole Prismo Wish universe thing is a direct like reference to that now, which it also helps.
There's
that
also
like
the idea that Candy Island was kind of the inspiration for the Candy Kingdom.
Yeah, and basically just this entire like
Candy Wife is just Princess Bubblegum.
yeah. But the whole reveal of the series and like where everything goes and all that kind of stuff. Do your turn.
Did you attack?
Can I attack?
Yeah, it's your turn.
I attack the fucking pain.
Okay. So you have one attack, right?
I have each time a building enters play under your control, heal 2 damage from each creature you control to building on its landscape. Okay, no, yeah. So yeah, just one attack.
Any ability on your guy?
No.
It's just a floop?
It's just a floop, but now
Okay.
And
you only have one attack, right?
One attack, and the panda is already at a 6, not a 8.
Yeah, that's right.
What the fuck is that?
When you attack, I also attack.
Man,
that's how it works.
That is stupid.
It's like Yu-Gi-Oh! Once again, of when you attack an opponent, they attack you.
Okay. Is it still my turn?
The only difference is that in Yu-Gi-Oh!, if your attack is higher, you're destroyed.
Oh, yeah.
Or like the other one's destroyed.
Yeah.
In this one, if you attack, they have life points. And that's what the defense is.
Yeah.
You said I already had 2 missing, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
You're at 6, not 8.
So, let me get these down.
So 5. Yeah, so you're at 5.
Like I said, he's a thick boy.
Yes. But
He's
yeah,
a good thick boy.
but so Prismo is always having to do what people he's never allowed to make his own universe. Like he's only allowed to make wish and create a universe of that wish, because otherwise he'd be going mad with power and all that kind of stuff. And the fact that Prismo, he literally was so restricted that he was just like, I'm gonna do it, and I've got the perfect place to hide it. I'm gonna make my own universe, and I'm gonna have a story to go with it. Hey, Ice King, I need a place to store my universe. Your head's pretty empty. Here. And he puts in a story about a heroic and very outgoing human girl with a white bunny hat and a cat that stretches and is really cool and chill and all that kind of stuff. Oh man, did I just make Finn and Jake?
Yeah.
And Prismo put in Ice King's head the Fionna and Cake universe, and when Fionna and Cake were doing all their adventures and everything like that, Ice King was able to see them, and he wrote down their adventures. They were actually real, and he was just crazy, but he was actually validated, but it was actually real because he was seeing them in the universe in his mind. And the reason why that the show starts boring is because he no longer has the crown. He's no longer the Ice King. He's
All
just
that's
Simon.
left is cheers.
And all that's left is cheers. And just the regular human world.
There are already videos, by the way, dissecting why it's cheers.
It's Simon.
Well, it's Adventure Time. I'm not surprised. Honestly, Adventure Time is One Piece for America.
Oh. Oh, that's our show? Oh.
Well, it's
I thought it was Sesame Street. It's got
well,
more episodes.
apparently the next season is going to be story-driven
Oh.
of Sesame Street.
Oh.
Also, the way that my shaman works is that for every rainbow creature, it gets a +1 to its attack. And through this ability of this building, any creature in that lane is rainbow. And that one is treated as rainbow as well as its usual type. So that means it's a +2. So attacking. Boom. Boom. And 1 on mine. For him, same thing. 1 damage on me.
This man plays competitive Yu-Gi-Oh!
Go. And then, finally, this one has 2 attack. So, there we go.
Fuck you.
Yeah. How you like that?
Not at all.
Yeah. What's the ability of your building?
U3.
Your building right there.
The opposing creature in this lane has -2 defense.
So that's already been done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just
Is
brings
that
down
a
the
spell
pain.
or a building?
It's a building.
Oh, so just continual. Any creature there has a -2.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Interesting.
So it's my turn.
That
Now.
would be continual.
But so your
Oh my
turn.
God,
So your thoughts with in the beginning.
When it came to the whole
stretches.
thing of, at first I was wondering why it is that they went for the whole like boring Fionna and Cake world, and I was a little concerned. I was like, okay, what are they trying to do here? Until they went ahead and said it's because of the fact that the crown lost its magic. They built this up. They built this up early, and that's wild to know. There was a whole shot like several seasons ago where you see it was Ice King laying in bed and getting a laser shot into his head.
Yeah.
And you're just like, what is this? It was a Fionna and Cake episode. Then you get to find out now that laser was
Prismo.
Prismo.
It was Prismo.
That's wild. And after we get to see this whole thing of Fionna and Cake and Simon interacting, and so now the secret is out. Fionna exists. You get this whole thing of Prismo in trouble with basically God police.
God police that basically make it so that he has like a Tamagotchi like egg collection of a bunch of gods that keep on like not doing their job, and he just he does like a Mr. Burns, excellent, every time he gets one of the gods. And for some reason, he really wants Prismo's job because Wishmaster and all that kind of stuff. It's very
In
cool.
all fairness, if you had the ability to create a universe, wouldn't you want that?
No, because I'm not God. But you could be.
How'd you know what I was gonna say?
Yeah, because I was looking at you. But
Here,
can
I'll
I?
hand you one.
No, I got mine over here. But
Okay.
I was reusing this one. But
Yeah.
can you attack adjacent, or does it have to be forward?
Well, I attacked all on your guy, so it's not forward. If it was forward, then I'd be smacking you right now.
Yeah.
If it was forward, you would have had 13 points of damage against you already.
Oh.
Oh, sorry, no. 3 points of damage. Still quite a bit considering you have 25 life points.
That and that. There we go.
Yeah.
Because
These two, okay.
you're piling up on your. So you got 2 left on your page.
Okay, I got 2 left on my guy? Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
And also he flooped, so that's why he took in his 1 health gets taken off.
doesn't it require an action to floop?
It was
Does it require an action to floop?
Well, I was looking. That's why I looked at the directions to make sure it was actions and floop.
Okay, actions and floop. Is a floop an action? Because if so,
You may floop before spending your actions.
okay.
So that
before
means that
spending your action.
floops
okay.
are different. So
Okay.
floops are different.
So what abilities do those two have?
Don't worry.
Okay. Anyway,
This one is just a
just
draw a card for a building for every building I have, and then he can heal himself.
Okay.
And then when he wait, hold on. When the exhausted after I floop and he's exhausted, when can he go back into regular action and then floop again?
Next turn.
Next turn. So when I go again, he
When
can
you go
heal.
again.
Okay,
Yes.
gotcha. But yeah. So Fionna and Cake. That whole reveal that the reason why he wants to get Prismo and get Simon and get Fionna and Cake, the villain, his name is Scarab. He's like this bug bipedal guy. That is just because he wants Prismo's job. Sometimes it's a very simple thing. But I've dealt with those kind of people in real life of being extremely forward with the way with what they want. Sorry,
No
but
problem.
I wasn't apologizing to you. I don't ever apologize to you. I'm pointing my finger at you in a very hilarious fashion on the way on the screen. But the way that his motivation is literally just, it starts out as he wants Prismo's job, and then eventually it turns into because they escaped him once and now he feels like he's inadequate, so he's trying to prove that he's not inadequate and all that kind of stuff. So just the fact that starts out as in the most real way that I've seen a person want to go after someone is because I want a promotion and I want you to be fired. That sort of thing. They kind of go when they reach Prismo, Fionna and Cake. They're just like, all right, let's go talk to the Wishmaster and see if we can go back to our world. And they get revealed that they're actually Prismo's creation and all that kind of stuff. And Scarab comes by, and they have to go in deeper to Prismo's place to hide from him. The very fact that there's this one room that they go into, and I don't know what it was, but this room messed me up. What was that?
I just killed it.
Oh, you bastard.
Yeah, so to let you know what I just did, put down one of those elephants.
Yeah.
Had a remaining action because I couldn't put down another building because it cost too much.
Mm-hmm.
So I was able to draw another card, which means I was able to use this guy, which for every 2 cards I draw in my turn, I get a +1 to attack on any creature that I choose. Chose that one. That one already has the ability of for every rainbow creature, it gets a +1.
Yeah.
Made it over to 5.
Yeah.
I also managed to reduce the amount of damage on him, so now that one's a little more damage, but oh well. And finally, Yeah, let me see. Oh yeah, so I have these two to attack now. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Dead.
Man, fuck you. Killing my corn Templars?
Yeah.
You an asshole.
Screw corn Templars.
You an asshole. You just
Also,
don't believe in corn.
Another rule that they changed compared to Another rule they changed compared to Yu-Gi-Oh! With this game that I kind of like.
Yeah.
In Yu-Gi-Oh! One of the rules is that if you draw every card and you can't draw anymore, you lose.
Okay.
This one does not have that rule.
Yeah, we have 25.
Once you run out of cards, you're still in play until you're dead.
Until you're dead, yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna kill me before we get finished talking about the series.
Yeah.
But would you have anything else you need to do, or is it my turn?
Well, looks like it's your turn.
All right, but this room that they walked in on, it was two beings.
This one messed you up.
Yeah, it did. It really did. It was two beings, one with a sundial head and the other one with a clock with an hourglass head, and they were hitting each other.
Existentialism for me. It's clocks for you.
Clocks, because they were hitting each other with hammers, and. I'm sorry. I was
Pause
just
to see the corn archer.
Yeah, because now I can
corn and hood.
Destroy the building you control, and floop, dealing 3 damage to him.
Okay.
Eh.
The fact that I still have 1 health. It's kind of wild.
Yeah.
I have a lot of health.
Also, I'm done because drawing cards is difficult.
Okay.
But yeah, it was a sundial guy.
An attack, by the way.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So
Yeah.
Dead.
Yeah. So dead.
Dead.
Okay.
And it was a killed that fucking panda. It's the first guy he put down, so I had a vendetta against him.
Yeah. So
they were hitting each other with hammers, and every time they hit each other with hammers, it would spark. It would send out a shower of sparks.
Flooped, right?
Oh yeah, he's flooped.
Okay.
Yeah, he's flooped.
Okay. Cool. Just making sure.
Yeah.
Also, thank you for getting rid of your building.
Yeah.
I'll have a very fun time with that one.
I killed that panda. That's all I care about.
Okay.
But they were sending out a shower of rainbow sparks, and that was felt across all of the time multiverses as the flow of time, and they just kept hitting each other. The sound was like amazing, and just the very fact that room existed was just a room. It's not like a point in out of the multiverse. It was just in Prismo's house, basically. And the fact that it was that they were just in the room and like nothing was happening, that they were just experiencing the flow of time as normal to them. But the fact that everywhere else was happening at the same time, like whenever they would like cut back to like another place, no time would have been lost, like at all. And that's just crazy to me, that like being closer to those two beings, excuse me, where being that close to the two beings creating the flow of time just didn't have a side effect.
Oh yeah.
Didn't have a problem
It's
at
wild.
all. But yeah, so obviously they get found out. And then they start universe hopping to try and get... Because Simon's just like, I have been depressed ever since my wife died.
My wife is dead.
My wife is dead! This is how you do a good my wife is dead.
SpongeBob, my wife is dead.
My wife is dead.
SpongeBob looking in a mirror. SpongeBob, my wife is dead.
Get out of my house! But yeah, so they start universe hopping because Simon's depressed as all hell, and he's just like, I'm okay with going back and being Ice King again. I'm okay with it. And so they're gonna go and try and get a new crown for him. Oh, you motherfucker.
I got a lot of damage all because of that one right there.
Motherfucker. But, I bet I killed that panda. But, so they start going to other universes trying to get an ice crown, and they see a bunch of different possible universes. And pull up the episode list real fast, just so I can so we can.
I can hand it to you if you want.
Yeah, so I can talk about like what were the universes and what each one was.
You know what I'm keeping an eye out for right now?
What?
Because I see notifications pop up for Instagram.
Yeah.
We're at 199 on Instagram.
If we hit 200 in this episode,
I'm gonna lose it. That's the point when we end the video.
That's it. Either we finish talking about it, either you kill me, I kill you, or we get 200. Okay. Let me see. And
I will say, either way, that guy is dead.
yeah.
Let me...
Wait, my butterfly?
Where's the instructions?
I put them right here. Where did you take it?
Did I eat it?
You ate it. Where did it go?
What the hell?
Where did it go?
Oh, there it is.
Oh my god!
I ate it.
Oh my god! Okay. Oh, so
Tell us more about this show.
they before I solve their problem. So they go to the first place that they do go to is Farm World, and in Farm World, it shows like where the fact that the world after the last time we saw it was when Finn and Jake went to that universe and the snowman evil wizard version of Finn was there, and he was like trying to take things over, and the Lich happened, but he got saved. And after that, humanity did start like growing back again. They started recovering, and the Farm World Finn was actually with a family, and like he had kids, but they did the perpetual stew sort of tradition where there's just a pot of stew on the fireplace always cooking all the time, and then you just add stuff over and over again, and they do the Digimon thing of, yeah, it's just it was made when on the same day that my mom died. It's just like,
Yeah.
You did this, really? All right.
Oh my god, yeah.
And we also get the full on like backstory of how Simon and Betty met, and they started doing things together, getting archaeology. And then there was that one point in Distant Lands where we saw Simon with the Enchiridion, and we actually see them go on the expedition to go get it. And so that was like a really cool thing to see.
Quick question for you.
What? How much do you value your kneecaps?
Well, that, but also, he's definitely dead, but there's one remaining damage because it's 6 damage total, going to that damage of 5.
Yeah.
Do you think one leftover goes and hits you?
Well, you're just being a dick if that has happened.
Okay, got it.
You asshole! I'll put it on Cake. So Cake has 25 health, so
Yeah.
now Cake has
You are Cake.
24. You know what Cake would do in this situation?
What?
Punch you in the face.
Giant abomination hand would smack me in the face, yeah.
So they try and find the crown. Turns out that one of Finn's
universe jump and shit.
yeah, and like one of the shards of the ice crown that like before it got destroyed in that universe was like a little gem that one of Finn's kids gave to this girl that he liked, and it was making her sick, like cancer, cold type of sick, and it was just like oh no, get that off of her right now.
It's also interesting that on occasion it made it seem like it was going to be like a continued plot of like, it was like every episode of Jumping Universe was the all is lost moment of that universe.
Yeah. Because
weird.
And then in the next one we see them go down to they go to
the
this
all
next
is
world.
lost moment for Farm World was you betrayed me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the next world that they go to is where all of a sudden like there's no Candy Kingdom, but there's this Ice Kingdom. And oh hey, it's Ice King, Winter King, and he has like a whole like musical number and all that kind of stuff, which is like nice and all that kind of stuff and all that. Is it my turn?
Defenseless, yes.
You talk about Winter King real fast.
Winter King was wild. Like when it came down to it, I saw a lot of people were hyped because of like whoever played him. I don't remember, unfortunately, the name of the actor. I can pop it up right here real quick. The voice of Winter King. Who played Winter King? Winter King was Brian David Gilbert. People were real excited when they heard about that, and for good reason apparently, because man, this was a fun episode that went like 180 degrees immediately.
I'm gonna reshuffle my deck.
Yeah, you're allowed to have one reshuffle.
if I literally
Was it that bad?
if I didn't reshuffle, if I don't reshuffle right now, I would have literally
Lost?
No, I literally would have just done nothing. My turn would have been over.
Did you have any, like...
I had character cards, but they were all too much.
Was it 2 or 3?
There was 1, 2, and then there was a 5.
What? One cost 5?
One costed 5, and I had to do like very specific things with it.
How do you...
Don't worry about it.
I don't know in this game. I don't know.
Don't worry about it. Just tell me more about. Talk about more about
Witcher
the.
King was
Witcher
a fun one because, just the whole connection he had with Simon, where it just seems so. You could tell it was almost a sense of. There was some malice in there. It felt like that. Of like he played nice, but it seemed like that nice guy you meet.
Where as soon as you do something that he doesn't like, he's gonna blow
nice
up.
Guy.
He was a nice guy. He was a nice guy.
Yeah, it just seemed off every interaction.
And then we also get to see, like, what this universe is kind of set up as who busts through the door.
Oh, you mean the Candy Queen?
The Candy Queen.
Would you?
And here's the thing. I'm not opposed.
Rows of teeth.
Rows of teeth.
No, I don't think they'd be sharp teeth.
Candy corn teeth.
Candy corn teeth. It would be soft.
In this universe, Ice King was able to siphon off the madness of the crown.
Did you hear the theories about it?
And put it into Princess Bubblegum. So Princess Bubblegum was the one that went crazy instead of Ice King. What's the theory?
Someone made a comic where they were talking about their idea of what might have happened, and the reason why in that world there's also a Marcy locked up. An ice Marcy.
Yeah. So it's that she
Princess Bubblegum at one point might have killed Marcy, and then Ice
Simon.
King went insane.
Yeah. I'm gonna do this one, which lets me pull this out.
You know what sadly reinforces that idea?
What?
The fact that when she goes back to normal, she's wearing her dress that she wore in season 1.
Oh.
Which is post when she was with Marcy.
Yeah, but before they got back together.
Yeah. Messed up, right?
Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah, so many ideas there that just seem off. That's the thing about Adventure Time. There are a lot of things about Adventure Time that make you feel a little wheezy or queasy, kind of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It makes you uneasy, but it doesn't make it like front and center. Is one thing that I do like.
Yeah. It's one of those things where you're just like, when you think about it a little bit extra, you're just like, oh,
yeah.
No. I'll do that, and then I'm gonna
Flute creatures cannot attack, by the way.
Yeah. But I'm going to do that, which does that to... Oh, wait, so now I have 3.
You just do damage to yourself?
Yeah. But now I can do that.
What is this?
And put it back. I used thing with 0 action, so I was able to use it, where I bring this thing back to my hand, and then I put him down, and then I did this... So that was with a 1 action.
Yes.
So then I did this one, which is 0, which let me do 2 hits to me, and then I gain an action, and then I did the 1 action.
Okay.
I'm a smart.
Let me know if this affects my creatures anyway. Does this affect the group chat?
-2.
Okay, -2. Okay.
Yes. But yeah, a lot of these universes just have a lot of moments where you're just like, oh, wait a second. So now I attack.
I think the one thing that bugs me looking at this stuff, there's not a -5.
Yeah.
That's what Pokemon does.
Another 2.
Another 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. That's the end.
That's the end of your turn?
Yes. But yeah, so...
Made a grave mistake.
What? Kept him alive. Wait, give me the list again.
Okay.
So, this one, as soon as they save Winter King and it's revealed that that's what he did to Princess Bubblegum, they obviously reverse it and end up killing Winter King.
Oh, and such a vile way of killing him.
It's very bad.
We forgot to mention just Future Finn.
Oh, yeah. Future Finn is built.
He's built, and he's depressed, and he might be horny.
And he's...
He's depressed. He's gone crazy, and he might be horny with a huntress wizard.
Huntress wizard, yes. But yeah, but when they get the crown, it's not powered up. Like, it lost all of its power, and so Princess Bubblegum is just able to just go back to her kingdom. Oh wait, we get this one like match moment where we're with Prince Bubblegum and Marshall Lee, and he's describing his characters that he made in Bakery Story 2. Also, fuck you. Where
Actually, let me check.
He's describing his characters with
Flip one of those ones.
Fuck you. And he's like, and here's Cinnamon Bun. He's got a huge heart, and at the same time, it cuts to Fionna and Cake as they're fighting all of the candy people as like the weird abominations made in offense to Fionna and Cake, and Fionna rips out Cinnamon Bun's hearts. At the same, he's got a big heart.
You lost it. When you saw that scene, you lost it.
So
in general, we can summarize most of the world jumping of it. Just expands on how broken most of these characters are. Of Simon, it just shows that like he wants a world where he could just he wants to change something. He wants to change his past. He wants to make it so that he like was never Ice King. Maybe he never met Betty. Just something. He wanted some change. Every world we go to where it has something to do with him has to do with it. How much damage? What happened?
1. Oh wait, he got healed? You motherfucker!
Yeah, I get a +2 defense to any creature on this lane. So I just removed 2 of the damage. How much damage did he take?
Wait, hold on. Wait, I think I fucked up.
Does that say spell?
Yeah. That's a spell, that's not
okay, you can still do damage using that action.
Then 2.
Okay.
And then...
Okay. How many actions does that cost? Just 1?
1, yeah.
You have 1 more action.
And then... There.
Okay, and now anything else you do requires 0 action.
No.
Can't do anything?
No.
Thank you.
So, after they leave that world, the next place they go to is probably one of the worst worlds that they could go to. Where Simon died when everything happened, wasn't able to take care of Marceline, so she didn't have any compassion for any humans, and just let all of the vampires take over. And so she didn't kill any vampires. And using the power of the Ice Crown, the Vampire King just took over. And the only one to stand there's one group that stands against the vampires. Peppermint Butler Tank, Princess Bubblegum, and she's literally doing the guy from Avatar, the military guy from Avatar. I like this showing. You're so into winning, and I'm just talking about the story. This is exactly how I wanted this to go. For those not watching this on YouTube and are just listening to this on Spotify, Duke is calculating and counting.
Flip that 1.
Calculating and counting?
And here you go.
Wait, what? Wait.
You have no defense.
Yeah.
So you just took 11
Next
damage.
time, pour it into my head.
Okay. How many is that? 3 times 6, 18.
I have 18 damage, which means I have, what, 3 health?
You have 25 health total.
Yeah.
So minus 18, you have 7 health left.
I have 7 health left, which means if I don't get anything out there that can do anything...
You're gone.
Wait, what the fuck? How did that happen again?
So, I can read off what...
You motherfucker!
It had 2 action. I had no place to put down another creature, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And so I used Puppy Parade, which heals 2 damage from each creature I control. Creatures I control lose their landscape type and become rainbow creatures this turn, which is to my advantage, unfortunately.
That's a bullshit thing.
If you lose your landscape type, they're all rainbow creatures. This one has the ability that for every rainbow creature I have, it gets a +1.
+1.
So 4 total. 5 attack. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
This man is reading the description on cards is absolutely winning. It's almost like that's the purpose of the game.
Isn't this wild?
Well, yeah, but talking... Okay, so let me...
I need to check if this is permanent. If so,
Probably not.
that's a 5 attack.
Probably not permanent.
This turn, okay.
Okay, I just have a...
Luckily, don't worry. Next turn, it's just back down to... How many is that? Only 3 attack.
Could I please just draw 2 cards, but not it cost anything?
Go right ahead.
Because I have a feeling it's useless.
Would you like to redraw your cards?
Every fucking time. I should just reshuffle at every start of the turn.
Yeah.
I didn't think that, like, I never really had a problem with, like, this way of, like, shuffling my cards, but now apparently it's a problem.
I can't wait till we play Yu-Gi-Oh! When we review Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh god, no. If I would be using such an old deck because I would only be using my deck. I would not be using anybody else's.
Well, you know the worst part for you?
What?
Would be me going, okay, first turn, I draw this card, okay, I play this card, sacrifice this card, okay, here's Blue Eyes White Dragon.
You know what I would do? Exodia. But yeah, okay, so tell me about what you think about the vampire world.
Vampire world was a lot. Like, it mirrored, for Fiona's world, just the whole thing of Marshall Lee and Prince Gumball coming together. Well, technically Gus was his name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gus!
Those two coming together and making their relationship at the same time while watching an alternate version of them lose their relationship. And it was so much emotion packed. It's once again one of those moments that I appreciate from Fionna and Cake, that it shows that they are growing with their audience. It made it so that it felt more emotional. These are things that actual people go through. Going in and you see that your partner's family are kind of pieces of shit.
Yes.
Like, sometimes you find that out. Oh man, I've seen that before. Not for me though, because I've only been in one relationship.
And by God, you were lucky.
Yeah, well, the people I've seen with that kind of relationship, unfortunately, was other family members. So tell me what happens.
I now have 10 defense.
You have 10 defense. What does it say for the card?
If I floop, I then can do 3 damage.
Oh, if you floop, you could do 3
I
damage.
should do... floop isn't an action, so I'll
Yeah.
floop and then 3 damage.
Okay.
3
Here.
damage.
Oh.
No, put it on. But yeah.
You did it! He's dead. Or she's dead.
Ah!
You finally got rid of the heaviest hitter.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
I finally fucking did it! But yeah, so they do everything possible to try and take him down. They don't.
Oh yeah.
Because Scarab shows up. Scarab shows up, and they just are not having a good time, and they have to leave again. There's one moment where Fionna and Cake is able to like sneak her arm and get up to Vampire King as he's watching Princess Bubblegum and Marceline fight, and he's just like, "Haha, I love this," and she's like about to steal the crown.
Quick question.
What?
That has a -2 to defense, right?
What was on there?
This has a has a +2. I'm just saying the fact that they counteract each other because of that. I'm just saying how funny that is.
That's good.
Anyway, continue.
But yeah, but Fionna, fearing for her cat's life, is just like, stop, we need to leave, we're going, but the controller's kind of messed up that they're using to universe hop. But he gets it to work, and it works, and they get teleported away without the crown. And Cake kind of has that chip on her shoulder. I understand why they did that, just so that there's a little bit of like some tension between Fionna and Cake, but I didn't really like it. It wasn't as interesting to me that it's just like Cake was so cat-like to do something that actually would have worked, and Fiona's reaction, like, both of them were valid in my eyes. But yeah, so they get transported in between episodes. They get to like chill out in this universe where everyone's a baby.
I'm gonna say, you're welcome for the fact that I never used that.
What was it?
While you control only one landscape type, your rainbow creatures have +1 attack. Those two have been rainbow type the entire time. At one point, all of them were rainbow type. You would be dead right now.
Well, it's a good thing you were reading the wrong stuff.
Good thing I missed that.
Yeah.
Anyway, I use that card. It gives a +2 to the attack of all my creatures, and then I draw 2 cards. And so, those two, because of that, as I've just realized, have 5 each at that point.
Yeah.
Killed your guy immediately because of his 10 defense.
Yeah.
This one gets a +2, so 4 damage. Here you go.
Yeah, come on.
You have 3 health left.
This table is not good for playing cards on.
Here you go.
Pour it into my hand. It's okay if they flip over, because it'll just be the safe ones. Yeah.
There you go.
I don't know how much that is.
You have 3 health left.
Really?
Yeah. We
Well,
said
not
second
after
last-
I do this! Oh, fuck.
But yeah. So we ought to wrap up our review. Because it's about over.
So after they go to the baby world, and literally just everybody's a baby, and then they go now to a world where everything is dead, except for BMO and his friend Jerry.
Yeah.
You want to talk about the dead world?
Yeah, BMO's dead.
Yeah, BMO dies. You want to know how BMO dies?
I will charge your battery. Dead. Yeah, BMO in this world just dies. Yeah, all life is erased from this universe for some reason, and BMO just dies. Because was trying to help out and just gone. Yeah. It also quickly solved the whole issue of Cake being mad at Fiona.
Yeah. That was like,
Yeah,
oh god.
It kind of unites them when BMO dies.
This little funny guy that we were enjoying, he's dead now. Oh.
Yeah. Go ahead, tell me about your turn.
Fuck. Okay, there we go. Husker Valkyrie. And then if Husker Valkyrie is on a place with the building, gets +4 attack and now 4 attack and 8 defense. So
Okay.
I did 4 damage. 4.
You said +4 attack.
No, 4 as in
Oh,
total.
+2. Okay.
Yeah, +2 to already 2, so it's 4.
Okay, just making sure.
There we go.
I'm trying to give you every advantage possible, man.
you want to play with your food. You don't want to just eviscerate me.
Yeah. If I wanted, I could honestly just skip my turn. I think you'd still lose.
Fuck you. It's more insulting than just killing me. But yeah, so BMO's dead, so now the only other thing alive in this universe is BMO's friend Jerry. So they go and talk to Jerry. And Jerry's the lich that made the wish with Prismo.
Yeah.
And he went through the always one of my favorite villain storylines where the villain gets what they want. The Megamind storyline where he gets everything he wants and just gets depressed.
Yeah. Kind of wild.
Gets depressed and is just like, I don't know what to do. I killed everything. And Simon kind of...
I can play around now.
Having no other card to play, Simon goes and basically takes... What are you doing? I'm
Maybe I
scared.
can draw a card. I'm just having fun.
But Simon allows Fionna and Cake to go back into his mind because he's about to put on the crown that they got in the dead world because everybody's died, so they found Ice King's crown. So they have it now. And while Simon is doing the ritual to get Fionna and Cake back into his mind, it was also the same ritual to get him an audience with Golb, which we know Golb now is Betty, so he's been trying to commune with that so he can finally talk to Betty. And it works, but because Scarab's there, and it kind of fucks everything up, and they go and have basically an audience with Golb. The only problem is that the Lich is there also, And I was extremely afraid, and it actually confirms that the Lich was actually a follower of Gold's practices. So necromancy and death and all that kind of stuff, that is Golb's domain, basically. It was a very interesting thing to see him actually like groveling and praying before his god and all that kind of stuff. And it just turned him into a Tetris piece.
Yeah.
It just turned him into a full-on the Tetris pieces that are floating around him. So the last true follower of Golb finally got what he was due, being turned into a Tetris block.
Yeah.
And then Simon's just like, all right, fuck it, I gotta put on the crown now because Scarab's here. I gotta fight him with the crown. And Betty kicks Scarab into the universe that he was trying to get into. Like, basically, he's been zapped into pieces into his like fragmented forms, and was trying to he was trying to get
This is 8
into
now, right?
yeah.
It's 8? Okay, still
Yeah.
dead.
Fuck you. But was trying to get into the secret universe with Fionna and Cake so that he can get proof so that he could arrest Prismo and all that kind of stuff. And it's my turn.
Yeah.
And basically doing that allowed Hunculops.
Hunculops.
Your Honor.
What is that attack?
3.
Oh, it's 3.
Hmm.
For some reason, I thought the symbols were flipped, and so I thought that was a 6. I was like, holy shit.
But
But-
then he does 3.
Okay.
Wait. 3.
Okay. You get no leftover damage because I still have defense.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it just that's it.
Okay. Cool. Continue.
And so what she does is break apart Scarab into like little tiny pieces, but he still manages to get inside the brain, Simon's brain. And meanwhile, Simon is his mind is sent to another place. Where does he get his mind sent to? Oh, I don't know.
The
future Finn. The future Finn. He takes over his brain, and with the future world that they're in, he has to try and figure out a way to get out of this like trap that he's in. And he's in he starts going through this choose your own adventure book game thing. The weirdest thing is that books are now video, but also guns.
I'll be honest, I was kind of hoping it's just like, oh, this is, the way it works. You just pull it now. Okay. Points at his head.
You point the information where it needs to go. It's a gun.
There was a part of me that was really hoping for that.
No, not like that.
Yeah, like that. Okay.
But
This may be a goodbye.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead and wrap it up.
Fuck you.
Not trying to be a dick, but it was just like that moment. I was just like, this is too funny. So anyway, wrap up the review so we can get our final thoughts as I finish you off.
Yeah, because we are technically at the finale, because now when Scarab goes into the mind of Simon, he's now in the universe with Fionna and Cake. And there, Fionna goes up to Prince Bubblegum and Marshall Lee, and it's just like, we're gonna be magic. He's gonna put on the crown, and we're gonna be magic. And they're just like, really? And Fionna and Cake is just like, for real. And Cake was a cat the last time that they saw her, and now she's the abomination that she is. And so they completely understand and now take the side, and they're just like, oh, we're just gonna be magic now, a vampire and a bubble gum guy. That's kind of cool. And then Scarab just comes and starts messing everything up. They have to fight him, and they literally just take his tool for capturing gods, and just starts and they just start releasing all of the gods.
And he kills the gods.
And then but now they come back at the end. They come back at the end because they managed to defeat him because power, friendship, and it's the end of the
Did
the
you
end
add
of the
that
season.
one to your card?
Fuck you. And it's now everything's all hunky dory and all chill, and because Simon also learns that the reason that he's just an idiot, that he's very autistic, because
The true treasure was the autism we found along the way.
because every time that they did something, him and Betty, every time it was always his decision, and he never noticed that
Your
Betty,
turn.
fuck it, that Betty was Oh, that's a good card. Finally got one.
Do you want to know how much health you have left? 2.
3, 6, shot 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 22, 23.
Yeah.
I got there.
Eventually. Yeah, so want to tell us about the end?
It was just more of like the world is they canonized their universe.
Yeah.
So Scarab had no jurisdiction over their universe being like taken out and all that kind of stuff. So
I heard people were a little disappointed with the end.
I
don't know why.
I understand. Why and what's another thing why?
One reason is it just kind of ends.
Yeah.
And so people pointed out one thing that they could have done at the end is Marceline. Just have her show up for Simon of just like, you've been gone.
Yeah. Yeah. And in the end, he was literally just having therapy. That's all he was having. And
Basically, he
and
has
just being like,
therapy in a bar.
I need to
That's
move.
therapy for most guys.
Put that there. And then we shall do...
If I set down this card and floop it, then I win.
Yeah, dead.
Yeah, you got one dead.
Fuck you! Fuck you!
At this point, it just feels like just a necessary win for you. Just you have to have at least
everything
one.
I kill in that pile is a win in my books.
The funny thing is, I have more in my discard pile than you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's also because I'm trading stuff away.
You're actually doing stuff, yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm reading every description just being like, okay, it says do this 12 things, and then you win. Okay, I'm doing the 12 things. This is my 12-step program.
Go ahead. Fart.
Are you done with your turn?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
good.
flipped and attacked.
Okay.
But yeah, so that is the story of Fionna and Cake. It was kind of a little mixed match because we're walking and talking right now playing this game, but it's definitely a fun 10 episode like series just to binge and go through. I think it definitely needed a little bit more at the end. But I feel like when they do make the second series and all that kind of stuff, when they do make more of it, it's gonna be the classic first season and all that kind of stuff. Like I can already see the nostalgia that we're gonna have for the first season. I can already see it. And
Well, actually, you just have to flip one and take one off.
oh, there we go. You need to do. Wait, how could you attack me directly when I have him?
Oh, that's right. Wait. That's right. Yeah, put your health, put that damage back on. Yeah. Okay, wait. Here.
He's got 6.
That's right. Okay, so this does 1 damage to this guy, and then this right here does 1 damage to this guy. Okay. And let's see here. I guess these guys have to attack now. Okay. Here.
1, 2, 5.
Okay.
So he's dead.
How much attack does that guy do? 2?
2.
Okay. 1, 2. Flip that. And then 1. Just make sure. Count. Make sure. This will kill him at the end, but let me make sure. Okay. So I gotta do 4 damage. Let me see.
Riveting gameplay,
3.
everybody.
And then 1. Okay, this guy's dead, but also that guy's dead.
Good.
Okay.
More wins, and this time you're doing it to yourself.
Okay, go ahead and remove this guy.
No! He's mine.
You better have amazing music playing right now. Like the entire video. Find some good copyright-free music, copyrighted music.
It better be in the description, future me.
Okay.
Me in about 2 hours.
Okay, and to finish it off... Oh, wait. This guy doesn't need damage because he's not attacking a creature. Let's see. How many attack is that? 1, 2... How much health do you have left?
2. Did you nail it on the head? And do exactly 2 damage?
I didn't count all the way through and make sure to do exactly 25 damage.
Yes, you did! This is numbers man talking.
Okay. These are the cards I had left. Yeah, there you go.
These are my cards that I had left. I had the Burly Lumberjack! And the farmhouse.
Just look at this. I did it.
And now, talk about your final closing thoughts about Fionna and Cake.
Fionna and Cake is a bit of a struggle for me of knowing the fact that this was a finale to a finale that should have ended. Yeah. That's a bit of a struggle for me to get past. But overall, I would say it was an enjoyable experience, and I'm glad that we went through it. I'm very happy to say that we went through and we watched something that expanded on a story that we already enjoyed.
And what perfect timing for me to have finally watched Adventure Time. I just want to show the camera, just sharp guy. I love him.
Yes.
But the very fact that, like, when we started the series, we didn't even know about Distant Lands. You found one?
Let me just... No. Go ahead and put her up. Not a single bit of damage on her.
And then we show...
I'm sorry, I needed that last jab into your gut.
Here's the thing, it doesn't matter, because look at that. Cake is fucking dead.
I just imagine Cake
25
with a shit ton of arrows in her back.
25.
As she's like face down but ass up.
25.
It's like 25 arrows shot into her ass.
And directly into your asshole.
Yeah, so closing thoughts about Fionna and Cake?
It definitely was interesting to go from not knowing anything really to knowing the bare minimum about Adventure Time to literally understanding the importance of finding Golb.
Not just finding Golb anymore. That was full on. We're finding a man's ex-wife as an extra-dimensional demon.
Yep. And
which is not unusual for most guys nowadays.
Oh my god.
I was about to say, are you going to tell a story?
I would.
Okay.
I would.
Well, I would, yeah. Fionna.
and then would? This is all, I'm finally looking at all of the other cards that I have because I wasn't able to.
Closing thoughts as we say goodbye.
My closing thought, yeah.
The Adventure Time reviews, which I don't think we should come back for whatever next season there is.
Really?
Nah.
Comment down below if you want us to come back for a second one.
If we do, we have to increase the budget.
And have Jinsu here.
Yeah.
I've got a question for you.
Yeah?
Do you think Jinsu would have liked this game?
Jinsu would have been angry.
He definitely would have. It's too bad we had to kill him.
Yeah. It's too bad. He died.
Champion. He died.
Brain cancer. Go figure.
I got another hunky. Stop. Go, dog. Jesus.
I'm just quoting.
My reaction to that information.
I'm just quoting Bardock. Or not Bardock, Broly.
I'm. Me when Duke says that statement.
such an awful thing. But it made me laugh.
Oh my god, there was a guy with a drum kit, and I didn't even get Harvest Moon! Oh, that's just a good pun!
Closing thoughts as you tell us about your Pokemon draws?
That's hilarious.
This is a fun franchise. I'm so happy. I like how this is doubled as basically like the unboxing video.
Yeah. Well, we're just showing them off. Are you open? Are you going? Oh my god, you're one of those people that has to undo all of them. You are that kind of person. I hate you.
Yes, autistic.
I hate you.
So, closing thoughts.
But yeah, so what I was saying was just being about the fact that this whole series, I went from outward seeing to knowing a bunch of crazy little reveals and how important they are and all this kind of stuff. It was no.
I can throw these away
because I want to do it while we talk. But this whole series was just a boy and his dog, and now we've got death gods, death gods, the boy and his dog gender bent into a girl and cat, an insane SpongeBob. And
no, SpongeBob with depression.
SpongeBob with depression, and just the overall fact that, that was actually pretty good.
It's wild how good it was.
I can do those two. And I definitely will watch the season 2, and depending on how the season is, I think that's gonna be my the actual decision if we make another episode of this.
Thoughts with Mayhem?
My thought is, what if Card
How
Wars?
it looked at the end of our game.
Yeah, I'm just killing Cake. I'm just killing.
Yeah, that's what it makes it look like.
Cake is dying. Every time that I talk and say, Cake gets a bit of damage.
Every time you say, we're killing old lady.
Killing the old lady.
Every time you say, stop, we'll kill an old lady. Every time you say, no, we killed an old lady.
What is this?
Do you not remember from the first episode, the Enchiridion? The Enchiridion episode, there was a moment with these weird pixies where they were burning and shit, and then when they popped out, they started going,
every time you do this, we'll kill an old lady.
Okay, so
hey guys, every time he cries like a bitch, let's kill an old lady.
So you know what that means?
What?
Is that if we should track over the course of the series how many old ladies that they've killed. Because of Finn doing the specific things.
Do you know the best part?
Someone's done it.
The old lady that dies in that episode that, like, explodes.
Yeah.
She actually lives. And we actually see her in Together Again.
So the Lich?
No, it was the black-haired, long black-haired lady where she shows up in Distant Lands in the afterlife with Finn.
With Finn.
Yeah, he guides her to hell.
But I've got a question.
Our hero is guided to hell!
To hell. I've got a question.
Did you guys like this type of video?
Ugh.
Don't show your face. I ain't showing mine, you ain't showing yours.
I already did. It's already in.
It's censored.
It's blurry.
That is censorship.
That's basically it, yeah.
It was counted as hate speech.
My face is hate speech.
I hate it.
But thank you, everybody, so much for watching. What should we say anything about what's next?
Do you have a Mayhem question?
Yes.
What was it?
Don't worry about it.
No, I need for the short.
Okay. You want a Mayhemism? How rare is this card gonna be when they finally update her design?
Priceless.
Priceless, because originality.
No, because I bought all of them.
What do you mean you bought it? I bought these!
No. I will buy it, is what I'm saying.
Oh.
Thank you so much for watching.
If you
this was fun.
If you like this, subscribe for more.
Are we playing Yu-Gi-Oh next time?
No.
That's the question. If this gets 100 views, we'll play Yu-Gi-Oh.
If this gets 2 views, we won't play Yu-Gi-Oh. Come on, plug it.
There's the deal. If I will make a deal with you of if this gets 100 views, if this actually gets popular,
If this actually becomes a thing, yeah.
I will play Yu-Gi-Oh on the channel.
The fact that every time I do
Jinzu.
Watch, every time I do jazz hands, it gets blurry. It doesn't. It didn't do it. I knew it. I knew that was gonna happen. Fuck you, camera.
Zoom in.
Bye.
Mayhem. Goodbye.
Wait, no. It got blurry. It got into Card Wars. Fionna and Cake.
I'm ending it.
Thank you, everybody, so much for watching. If you liked it, subscribe for more, and we'll catch you next time.
Yeah, next time, I think we're back to the reviews with Highlander.
Ooh, all right. We'll see you then.
Next, we've got... Oh, what was it? I think we've got... The Thunder.
Thundercats. Ho? Ho? Ho?
What are you doing?
Don't worry. Wait, do that again?
Thunder. Thundercats.
Oh, God! If you want to see more of our content, you can find our YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter on our Linktree at linktree/greenvillains. That's linktr.ee/greenvillains.